In life, our biggest mistakes don't always come from what we do, but from what we don't do. From failing to appreciate what we already have and delaying happiness until someday. Today's story will make you pause and reflect, because it's not just about a farmer, it's about you and me. The story opens with a quiet but powerful reflection on human nature, reminding us that our greatest mistakes often come not from the actions we take, but from the moments we hesitate, ignore, or postpone. We overlook the value of what we already have and convince ourselves that happiness will arrive at some distant point in the future. This idea immediately invites the listener to turn inward, encouraging self-reflection rather than judgment of others. The narrator makes it clear that the story is not simply about a farmer's life, but about a pattern that exists in all of us. It promises to show how a single shift in thought can slowly disturb a life that was once peaceful. By presenting the story as a mirror, the introduction builds emotional connection and curiosity. It prepares us for a lesson centered not on wealth or loss, but on mindset. The message is subtle yet clear. Happiness becomes fragile when it depends on future conditions instead of present gratitude. From the very beginning, the listener understands that this story aims to uncover a common psychological trap, one that quietly shapes our choices long before any visible change appears in our lives. With this reflection in mind, the story gently moves from inner truth to an outward scene that brings the idea to life. The narrative introduces a king and his sharp-minded minister walking together through the countryside. As they pass by a small home, they notice a poor farmer and his family dancing, laughing, and celebrating the simple joy of being together. Their faces are full of warmth, their movements carefree, and their hearts clearly at peace. This sight deeply surprises the king. Surrounded by wealth, power, and luxury every day, he realizes that he himself rarely feels such pure happiness. Turning to his minister, he asks how people with so little can appear so content, while those with everything often feel empty. This moment draws a striking contrast between material abundance and emotional fulfillment. The minister, calm and thoughtful, responds by mentioning the mysterious 99 Club without explaining it right away. His words hint that happiness is not rooted in possessions, but in the mind. This exchange raises an important question and sets the stage for a lesson that will soon unfold through deliberate action, not chance. Prompted by the king's curiosity, the minister decides it is time to turn theory into experience. To demonstrate his point, he asks the king for exactly 99 gold coins and 6 months of patience. Without hesitation, the king agrees. That very night, the minister quietly places a small bag of gold near the farmer's house, unseen and unexplained. When the farmer discovers the bag the next morning, his reaction is pure excitement. He calls his wife and son, and together they count the coins again and again, hardly believing their fortune. At first, joy fills the home and laughter returns. Yet this happiness is short-lived. As they count carefully, they realize there are only 99 coins, not 100. That single missing coin begins to dominate the farmer's thoughts. He wonders why anyone would leave an incomplete amount and becomes restless with the idea of what is missing. In this moment, a quiet psychological shift takes place. Although he now possesses more wealth than ever before, his attention moves from abundance to lack. The number 99 becomes a symbol of almost enough, planting the seed of dissatisfaction. His happiness fades, not because he is poor, but because his perspective has changed, setting the stage for conflict to grow. Once the seed of dissatisfaction takes root, its effects begin to spread quietly through the farmer's home. Determined to complete the number and reach 100 gold coins, the farmer throws himself into work with new intensity. His purpose shifts without him noticing. He no longer works to support his family or enjoy life, but to chase the single coin he believes is missing. As days pass, his behavior slowly changes. When his wife uses a few coins for household needs, he reacts with anger instead of understanding. When his son unknowingly takes some coins, his frustration turns into blame. Gradually, warmth fades from the home. Laughter gives way to arguments, and trust is replaced by suspicion. Nothing outside the family has gone wrong. There is no disaster, no theft, no real loss. In fact, they are wealthier than ever before, yet emotionally, they are poorer. The story carefully reveals how dissatisfaction does not arrive suddenly, but grows quietly through obsession and fear. By focusing on what is missing, the farmer becomes blind to the 99 coins he already has. This slow transformation shows how unchecked ambition can quietly poison relationships and destroy peace from within, even in the absence of real hardship. As time quietly passes, the consequences of the farmer's new mindset become impossible to ignore. After 6 months, the minister leads the king back to the same place where they once witnessed joy and celebration. What the king sees now deeply unsettles him. The farmer's home, once filled with laughter and unity, is heavy with tension. Arguments have replaced dancing, and resentment has taken the place of warmth. Faces that once shone with happiness now reflect exhaustion and frustration. Although nothing has been taken away from the family, something essential has been lost. The king senses that a fundamental change has occurred and turns to the minister for an explanation. In this moment, the true cost of chasing just one more becomes clear. The farmer did not lose his gold, yet he lost his peace. He did not become poorer, yet his life feels heavier than before. This transformation reveals a painful truth. Dissatisfaction is not born from lack, but from comparison and endless desire. Even as circumstances improve, happiness can fade if the mind is never content. The scene stands as living proof that wealth and success mean little without inner peace. Moved by what he has witnessed, the king finally turns to his minister and asks him to explain the meaning of the mysterious 99 Club. The minister responds calmly, knowing that the lesson is now ready to be understood. He explains that the 99 Club is made up of people who already have enough, yet spend their lives chasing what they believe is missing. These people sacrifice peace, joy, and even relationships for an imagined sense of completion that never truly arrives. The farmer, he says, was content until his focus shifted from gratitude to comparison, from appreciation to obsession. That single shift changed everything. With this explanation, the story rises beyond one family's suffering and becomes a universal reflection on human behavior. The number 99 turns into a powerful metaphor for nearly complete careers, relationships, achievements, and dreams. Many people live in constant restlessness, believing happiness will come after one more promotion, one more purchase, or one more success. The minister's words reveal a psychological trap at the heart of modern life. The belief that fulfillment always lies just beyond what we already have, keeping us forever dissatisfied. With the meaning of the 99 Club now fully revealed, the story gently turns its focus toward us. The farmer's experience becomes a mirror, reflecting patterns that exist in our own lives. It reminds us that happiness is rarely destroyed by a lack of possessions, but by our inability to appreciate what we already have. When desire is left unchecked, ambition slowly transforms into obsession, and love can quietly turn into conflict. The lesson is simple yet profound. Unused blessings are wasted blessings, and happiness postponed for the future may never return. True contentment does not come from reaching a perfect number or completing an endless list of goals. It grows from valuing the present moment and recognizing what is already enough. The story encourages us to slow down and reflect instead of rushing toward the next achievement. Peace, it teaches, begins with gratitude rather than accumulation. By choosing appreciation over comparison, we protect both our relationships and our inner calm. In the end, the message is clear, and lasting life is meant to be lived fully now, not endlessly delayed in pursuit of something that will never feel complete. This is the end of the video. Thank you very much for listening. See you again in the next video. Please like and comment to subscribe to the channel, to support the channel, to produce better videos.